A historic return to the White House. Donald Trump is back in power as the 47th US president. The pomp and circumstance met with bitterly cold weather here in Washington, frigid temperatures forcing the inauguration ceremony inside the Capitol for the first time in 40 years. Jim Spellman is live near where the ceremony took place. Jim, a host of cabinet members, politicians and billionaires in attendance for this historic proceeding.
Yeah, that's right. And Sally, as you mentioned, instead of speaking in front of about 200,000 people here outside of the Capitol, they were in the Rotunda inside the Capitol, surrounded by VIPs. That includes all of the former living U.S. presidents. The vice president of China, Han Zheng, was there as the special representative of Chinese President Xi Jinping. Tech CEOs were there, including Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and Jeff Bezos. First, we saw the swearing in of J.D. Vance as vice president, followed by the swearing in of Donald Trump as the 47th president. He was the 45th president. Now he's also the 47th president, and he delivered a speech that was somewhat different than 8 years ago. In that speech, he talked about American carnage. It was a bleak speech. This time, he tried to hit a more upbeat note, calling today Liberation Day. The speech definitely still had some edges to it. Take a listen.
From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first.
Now, normally we would have a parade after that, but because of the cold weather, they moved those festivities indoor to Capital One Arena nearby. That seats only about 20,000 people compared to the 200,000 people or more that were expected to be on the mall. There was another rousing speech there. Then President Trump made his way to the Oval Office. Later tonight, D.C. will be in party mode. 3 official inaugural balls, plus unofficial parties around the city as well. Sally?
And Jim, President Trump quickly got down to business with a flurry of executive orders. What can you tell us about some of these orders?
Yeah, we expect by the end of the day that he will have signed about 100 executive orders. He signed some in the Capitol, some at Capital One Arena, and he's signing some in the Oval Office. They hit some of the key topics from his campaign, including immigration, declaring a national emergency on the southern border, calling for mass deportations and an end to birthright citizenship. He focused on energy, going along with one of his campaign mantras, drill baby drill, expanding drilling for oil and natural gas in the United States. He also, we understand, is pardoning the January 6th rioters, to some degree pardoning or commuting the sentences of just about all of them. That means he's pardoning some of the very people who assaulted the Capitol and were in the very same room where he was sworn in today. One of the things we do not expect to happen today is for new tariffs to go in place on China and other countries. The administration deciding instead to study the issue for a while, perhaps giving Trump a little more wiggle room to see what he wants to do on that front. Sally?
All right, Jim Spellman, thank you for that.